Hello and welcome back to episode 8 of Norwich Internationals.
You know when you clapped, it fixed it. When you clapped, it fucking fixed it.
Actually,
it's so weird. Now I can hear both sides again.
We've had tech issues with one of the headphones only being able to hear it on side one side. So.
Apparently, you just need to jumpstart it.
Yeah, exactly. No, welcome back, everyone. Mm-hmm. It's been a while,
yes.
But thanks for tuning back in. Yeah, it's been like 3 weeks, hasn't it? It's been crazy. A lot has happened in my life. That is.
Yes.
I have some great news to share, actually.
Yeah.
So I did 2 PhD interviews. Mm-hmm. Got both offers, actually, which is great.
Yeah, throwback to the question last time.
Yeah, throw back to that question. I got both offers for the one thing we talked about. Mm-hmm. And I now chose one, so I have a PhD. Woo!
Woo!
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, cool. I have a PhD lined up. The next 3 years of my life are sorted.
So sad.
Yeah, for those of you that don't know, Justin is actually leaving in how long? 3 days?
3 days, man.
Yeah, so this is really our last podcast episode.
Yeah.
It's been a short run, only
I'm sorry.
8 episodes.
So sorry.
How dare you leave us? I mean, that's not great.
Yeah.
So what's been going on in your life?
Well, what happened for the past 3 weeks? I've been doing work. Uni work. Actually, some really exciting project coming on because this time I'm working with a graphic designer. Yeah. As well as like other people as well. So I haven't actually I've been creating work myself this whole time. But this year I decided to I'll need to work with people in their own field. Yeah. So some of my images are actually more, how do I say it? More productive and more well made than just me doing it. I'm on my last project now. So obviously I want to do it as good as possible, right? Yeah. Everything is the last. So I'm working with a UX designer as well to design my website. And you were talking about 3 years earlier. I wanted to bring something up as well because I'm about to buy my own domain for a website.
For a website, okay.
Guess how much is it?
Well, I've looked into this previously for some of my projects. My violin teaching website, for example. Depends on which provider you go for, but what I've seen typically is 12-13 pounds per year.
Because I looked at the 3-year program, it's £60.
For 3 years. So
but I think they have some
£20 per year.
I think they have some protection kind of deal going on with it as well.
Okay. I mean, you think that's expensive?
Yes, for me to buy a name, that's kind of expensive. I don't know. Everything has their own value, right?
Yeah. I mean, I see what you mean with website domains.
Well, especially because we're not in the field.
Yeah. I can't really say whether that's expensive or not. From what I've seen for my website and stuff, which I'm just currently hosting for free, I don't have a custom domain name, and if I were to get a custom domain name, I think it was between 12 and 20 per year. So it's roughly the same ballpark. So that's why I'm not shocked. That's why I'm okay, that kind of sounds normal.
Someone took justinquan.com. I'm so mad.
Oh, wow.
So I had a dilemma because I had to choose between justinquanphotography.com or, by the way, go on justinquanphotography.com, please. Or I can choose justinquan.co.uk. Okay. And since I'm going to be leaving the UK in 3 days.
That doesn't really make sense, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So I think
3 days, man.
Because my friend said that it's better to have a shorter name. But justinquan.com is taken for some reason. And I looked on the website.
So your website now is justinquanphotography.com?
Yes, yeah. At least I'm planning to buy it now. Because in the photography world, again, it's so annoying because I have to focus on 3 different areas currently. Yeah. Working my own personal work, actually caring about the exhibition as well. I look forward for it because the guidelines said create around 18 images, but then I have to choose I don't know, 3 or 4 to submit to exhibition. So that's another thing. And then you have to care about the career side of things. So we need to do this like career development plan thing.
Yeah.
Where you talk about where you want to go, like how are you going to do your work, like which side are you going to get into. If you don't want to do a photography as a profession, you could write about that as well. But yeah, because a lot of people are using Wix.com, stuff like that, Squarespace. You know, kind of. It's like, I wouldn't say basic, but it is kind of
easy.
like, you know,
They're easy like website builders. They're made to make it easy, right?
Yeah.
It's not like you're coding it all in HTML and stuff, which I've tried. Not easy.
Yeah.
A lot of code.
See, I don't want to, like, obviously you want to stand out. So I took the extra step to ask my good friend to design the layout for me, but I'm also having someone else to actually code it from base for me, like from scratch. So that's going to be time consuming, but I want it to be as original as possible. There's the argument of saying there's no originality.
Yeah.
But I don't want the word, made by Wix.com or made by blah, blah, blah at the bottom. So I'd rather have my own website. It's honestly a gamble because like it can either be really good or just not what I expect. But right now we have concepts of how I want the website to look, the layout, the navigation, that kind of stuff. It's very smooth. I like that minimalistic look of it. But again, it's just like all these things to think about that I never had. Like, I have no experience and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's why I'm trying to find professionals to kind of, professionals, but my friends basically. But we're, that's the point of like an art uni. You're supposed to use each other, right?
Yeah, exactly. Connections is
exactly. So yeah, it's looking pretty good. I'm really enjoying where my work is going as well. And I look forward for the exhibition.
Yeah. When is the exhibition?
It's in July.
July. So you won't be here.
So sad. I'll still submit my work, but I just won't see it in A0 size.
Yeah. Talking about dilemmas, I just quickly want to go back to a previous point we talked on previous episodes, the dilemma of me having those 2 PhD programs I applied for, right? And as I mentioned before, I got both offers, which is something I didn't expect. Because, I mean, of course, we talked about this, the one supervisor being on both projects and stuff. Turns out they liked me that much that they both wanted me, so they both offered me the position, which is great. But then I was in the dilemma of like, which one do I choose?
Yeah.
And it took me a good 2 to 3 days to really think about what do I want. And
I would have just flipped the coin. I'm just kidding. Yeah.
I mean, I get that because both projects would have been really cool, but in the end, I went for the one that I think is where I'll learn more, or I'll learn the same number of skills and even more, but the project excites me and will push me to like new limits, new boundaries and stuff.
Well, that's genuinely where you want to be sitting.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. So I went with like the better uni. Well,
the better uni,
the better uni in terms of Russell
Let's
Group,
hope your supervisor doesn't hear this.
I mean, yeah.
The better uni, yeah.
No, it's not necessarily a better uni. From what I talked,
more suited for you.
Yeah, more suited for me. And from what I talked to a few people about, was the uni I chose was more suited for a research environment, whereas the other uni was apparently, as I'm told, a bit better in terms of like undergraduate teaching and stuff. So yeah, I went for Newcastle University, so I'll be spending my next 3 years in Newcastle.
That's far up, isn't it?
It's north, yeah. 5 hours from here by train. That train ride was long.
5 hours single, like one way.
One way, yeah.
That's long.
Yeah. This is the whole reason why I went up last week Monday, spent the night. Tuesday I had interviews, and then I spent the night and came back on Wednesday because I'm like, that's worth it. I'd rather be there rather than have to travel up very early in the morning.
Get around the area, you know.
Which was nice because I was able to explore Newcastle a bit and be like, can I see myself here? And really, what kind of surprised me is how similar Newcastle felt to Norwich, as in at least the city center is nice and compact, and it has very much similar things. Newcastle also has a market, so that kind of was reminiscent.
Yeah.
I was surprised. Newcastle has a subway, has a metro system.
Well, I don't know. I don't know how to visualize Newcastle. Right?
Yeah.
To me, it's a bunch of highlands. That's what I imagine.
I mean, so Newcastle is bigger than Norwich, definitely.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
What's Norwich's population? I think like 20,000 people or something.
Not sure.
I think roughly 20,000. And I think Newcastle is roughly 80,000 or something.
Oh, that's a big jump.
So it's a big jump. It's much bigger. But then again, the place where I'm working as is like city center. So
nice.
It's quite nice. The place I'm working at is called Center for Life, which kind of makes sense because biology, life, you know. But yeah, so I had this dilemma of like which project to choose, which was quite hard. In the end, I made my decision after talking to people. But something else that I got really excited about, that kind of my now new supervisor in September told me at the time, is they have a collaboration. They have 2 collaborations. So one's with the Uni of Liverpool.
Okay.
So I'd be going basically between Newcastle and Liverpool.
So what? Sorry.
Yeah.
How does collaboration work then?
So collaboration means there's a scientist in that uni or that country or whatever that has expertise in part of your project. And so you work with them to learn from them, basically.
Oh,
so in my project, I mean, I'll try and explain it as simple as I can because it's a very complex project because it's PhD, right?
Yeah.
But basically what I'm doing is I'm growing 3 types of so-called organoids, so mini organs. I'm sure we've talked about organoids before, I think.
Yeah.
And I'm combining these 3 organoids into one like big organoid for disease development and stuff.
Okay.
So it's a very hard project because you're doing like 3 things at once, growing 3 things at once and then putting them together. And so Newcastle has the expertise for like 2 of the 3 organoids, and the one person in Liverpool has that other expertise that we're like drawing on. So I'd be going to Liverpool to learn from that person and to like get those skills to then come back to Newcastle and do it there.
So it's like a training camp, basically.
Yeah, basically. I mean, I don't know what exactly. It looks like I haven't gotten the official offer letter.
Yeah.
I've just like talked to the supervisor and stuff, who's welcomed me to the group already and stuff. It felt kind of nice. And then there's another collaboration which I got very excited about with Kyoto University in Japan. And I mean, I've said this before. I'd love to go to Japan. Turns out now I will be going to Japan because I accepted this offer. But yeah, she basically said the first trip to Japan will be March 2025, so in a year, basically.
Yeah, March.
Which is pretty cool.
Do you think you can catch up to what's it called? Sakura season. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think you could. Like at the end of April, I think at certain areas, like at April, you can get like see them blossom.
Yeah, maybe. It'd be nice. It kind of depends on how long we go to Japan for, right? But I don't think it'll be just a week because you don't just go to Japan for a week. It doesn't make sense. We'll see. But basically, there's a scientist in Japan who's going to work with us, which really cool because I mean I've mentioned before, Japan's like the leading people in stem cells.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
it's pretty cool to have this opportunity. And like that, and some other conversations with other people, eventually kind of made my decision for me in a bit. Now I'm happy with it. I must say I did feel kind of bad for the other person. Because she offered me, and I'm like, okay, well, now I need to.
Well, that's how it works, isn't it?
No. Yes, exactly. But part of me, I wasn't like expecting to get both offers, right? Because I thought, okay, they both know I've applied for both.
Yeah.
They know that one of them is going to lose out because I need to make a choice.
Yeah.
And yet they still both offered me the place. And then I also said no to someone in Aberdeen. Which I basically the timing was just off. I didn't even have the interview yet in Aberdeen, and it would have been this Thursday or something. But I had to make a decision on these offers. So I kind of had to say no, which is a bit of a shame because that project would also have been cool. But at the same time, I think I'm gonna join a really cool lab and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, pretty exciting stuff. I've started learning Japanese again because now I actually like have a reason. So like when I say learning, I'm saying like basic stuff, like how to order basic stuff and how to talk about myself basically and stuff. Doing it with Duolingo, and like the phrases it teaches is so random.
I wouldn't go with Duolingo if I were you.
Yeah, but like it's the only free one out there.
That's not true. There's a lot of YouTube videos that teaches you.
Okay, maybe. Yeah.
I don't watch YouTube. Well, I tried, but I was having this conversation with someone else about learning languages.
Yeah.
And honestly, the more you have in contact with that, like the media, I wouldn't call like reading the newspaper in that fucking language is so old timer thing. I wouldn't do that. Like, dude, I watch anime so much, right?
Yeah.
I'm not a weeb. No, but
sure.
Like, you actually see yourself absorb it slowly.
Yeah.
If you get what I mean.
Yeah, yeah.
Obviously, there's like those daily conversation, that type of stuff. And there's also a debate saying, oh, you can't learn Japanese from anime. They all use like very like the language, like the usage of words is already pretty different to your normal. But I guess you start to pick up like things here and there if you start getting into these kind of media, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, sure, but I feel like you need to start at some point. And what I like about Duolingo right now is it's teaching me the alphabet and like the different letters right now.
It's your first time learning a non-English alphabet thing, right?
Yeah, exactly. And that's quite hard for someone that's only like learned to and well, German and English is like the same, just slightly different.
Yeah, the letters, the alphabet.
The alphabet is the same. This is like the first time where I'm learning
characters.
Yeah, which is completely different for me. So I like the way that Duolingo teaches it to you because it's like very simple. And very, this is an A, this is a ko or whatever, or ka and stuff. Yeah.
Be careful of your pronunciations.
Yeah.
Because we work on a tone basis. And just a slight, like, okay, there's, I'll give you an example. Hashi and hashi. I don't know if you hear the difference.
Yeah, you're saying you're basically pronouncing the ha more or the shi more.
Yeah, so two different words. I think one means, I forgot what it means. It's like either bridge or chopsticks or like walk.
Yeah.
But two different pronunciations of the same, how do you say it? Yeah, two same word, pronounced different tones.
Yeah.
Can twist the meaning a lot. So I guess you gotta be careful of that.
Yeah.
Because another thing is like, for example, there's a lot of like silent or not silent, but very like quiet tones.
Yeah.
For example, if I say genki or geki, like one means cash, one means are you okay?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you gotta be careful when it comes to these type of stuff.
Yeah.
But it's fun learning a new language.
I do quite enjoy it, and I mean I'm probably never gonna get very fluent by just using Duolingo.
Yeah. At least understand the basic level.
Yeah, exactly. If I'll be happy if I'm able to order some
Hey,
tea or
all I have to say is you need one phrase in Japan is biru hitotsu onegaishimasu. Just means one beer, please. That's all you need to get around.
It's like in Spanish, you only need dos cervezas, por favor.
Exactly.
2 beers, please. Yeah. But yeah, I've gotten kind of back into it and stuff. I'm looking forward to the PhD. I think it'll be challenging, but it's a PhD. It's supposed to be challenging, and at the same time, it'll be cool. Plus bonuses, I'm getting paid, so that's also quite nice.
Do you pay for the course then?
No, it's all covered basically. Okay. So I'm getting a living stipend, which is like money to live off of.
Yeah.
Tuition fees are paid for me, and I get a research stipend, like for research costs.
Okay.
And research cost means anything I might need in the lab or conferences or whatever. So yeah.
All in one holiday. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Sorry, study field trip. You know.
Yeah, a conference.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Yeah, no, it's really cool. I'm looking forward to it, and I'm glad. I'm kind of relieved the whole PhD search is over because you see me. I was very stressed, and I feel like a bunch of that stress is now
Gone.
Is gone, and it just feels nice.
I'm getting white hair on my fucking back.
What? Because of stress?
Yeah, the other day my friend pulled out 2 long pieces of like white hair from the front here. I swear to God, they're like a finger's worth of length, and like it was so scary to like hold it in my hand. I'm like, that's mine. But then apparently on the back of my head I have like another 13 or so.
Oh wow.
So the stress is getting to me. Either that or I'm making my transition into my like the other half of life.
Yeah. So yeah, you're leaving in 3 days.
So sad.
What do you think is the first thing you'll do when you're back in Hong Kong? Eat.
When you go to Japan, you're gonna experience what real food is.
Okay. Sure.
I'll never shut up about that. No.
Food's good.
Yeah, definitely eat. That's one. That's definite. 2, I think I'll just I'll try and connect to like I wouldn't say a tourist at home, but I would want to visit as much places I can as possible.
Yeah.
Because like one of my aspirations is kind of working on cultural preservation for photography. Anyways, I like to document stuff, and I raised this to my friends with Paulinus and stuff. So I told them, I said, I'm actually quite interested in kind of like going around taking pictures or even just like documenting places as well as the people, because like the culture is fading away slowly.
Yeah.
And one of the things where I use photography as that's how I like to say it, like a tool to document these, to leave like a memory down, and then just I like to like have some informative or like just kind of educational material going around.
Yeah.
At least that's what I want to do, is just like go around with my phone, with my camera, because I used to just go around and take pictures of random people on the street, like street photography.
Yeah.
And after so long, I just feel like I needed to ditch that style because it's getting so repetitive, and but it gets me mad, right? Because like every Instagram, like they're like, oh, it's so beautiful, you capture some random strangers. Like, shut the fuck up, man. I can do the same. It's just I'm not into that anymore. I want to actually have context in my work rather than just snapping. I'm not judging you if you just want to do that. That's fine. But after these 3 to 4 years of me actually studying photography, I want to have a purpose when I shoot, right? Rather than bang, 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 shoot. I want to, that sounds really wrong. I just want to take my time and actually look and just kind of feel what's in front of me, and just kind of like consider the image slowly, if you get what I mean.
No, that makes sense. This is more videography, but there's a YouTube channel I quite like. You may have come across it. It's called Yes Theory.
Never heard of it, no.
Okay. Their whole motto basically is kind of related to the channel, kind of just related to their brand, but their like brand motto is seek discomfort. So they try and like go on experiences where they're seeking discomfort, they're out of their comfort zone and stuff.
Okay.
And they do these really, I find, interesting documentary style YouTube videos that are like maybe 40 minutes to an hour long.
Yeah.
But if I watch YouTube, those are like, that's the main channel I watch because I really like it. And they do stuff like they visit Chernobyl, or they visit abandoned buildings that were left from Stalin's time or whatever.
Yeah.
And there's a story behind each of their videos, and I think that's quite cool because they're bringing something to their viewers, to their community, that's like different, and they're not doing what's trendy right now.
Yeah, exactly.
They're really trying to.
I'm old. Yeah, I'm old. I'm trying to get out of the fucking trend. It's so annoying.
This happens when you get older, man.
Like genuinely, I feel like it's again, we talked about this and I complained enough already. It's like things are so superficial now. Yeah. Even the voice don't sound real, you know. But I start to lately I've been taking walks around Norwich in basking in the sunlight and just kind of looking at like the sky and be like, oh my god,
Yeah.
life is so nice. I'm reminiscing of time.
You know, we think that sounds old, but it's quite nice to actually just to like escape it all, you know, and just take a walk. Like, these are things I do and stuff. I go on walks randomly, and I'm like, oh, this is quite nice. Just for the fun of it.
I feel like I'm gonna fly anytime. Just Minecraft creative mode like that, and just fucking full out.
You don't need to be TikTok famous. You don't need to spend your whole life on social media. Like,
I despise that shit.
Yeah, same. I think it's good just to get out there and really experience the world, because I mean,
okay, back on the documentary thing. I like to do video. That's why I do my vlogs as well. Just talking about, but it's more like, rather than more I do half educational, but oh, by the way, my Swiss vlog is out, everyone, so go check it out.
Quick little plug.
But no, with that vlog, I did a bit of educational. I did a bit of like funky stuff just with myself. But I also did some cinematic shots. So it's not like in your face, oh, we're jumping around, doing this and doing that, pranking, I don't know, whatever. But I would like to go and experience the area, just kind of like really feel the atmosphere, and then kind of film it and depict how I see it. So that kind of stuff. So I find that really nice, because it lets me relive that moment in a sense, right? So that's why I did this video in a long form, 1 hour 20-ish minutes. And I think I really enjoyed it, because it's like you can watch it like a movie. That's what I like about it. So who knows? Because like I do video editing as well, and I really like that aspect of filming. Rather than like, I like both photography and videography. Something I find comfort in, and as well as like editing, and then actually seeing a part of your life documented into one little clip. I think that's just really nice to look back. I think that's one of the reasons why I just keep capturing stuff. But when I go back to Hong Kong, I feel like food. Number one priority, food. And then I just, honestly, I would like to take my time and just relive what I've missed out 7 years for the past 7 years. And then obviously I have to find a job there, but I want to connect with my friends as well back at home.
Makes sense.
It's been such a long journey of like 7 to 8 years.
I mean, see, you're kind of going back home. You're becoming a local again. You're not international. I'm going to Newcastle, where very, very much it's
tourist.
I've only been there
twice, 3 times, 4 times.
Twice, maybe. Once as a kid, and then now last week. To be honest, talking about that like thing, I'm not scared, but I am kind of worried.
Well, that's natural.
Because like, I need to find new friends. I'm moving away from the people I've known now for 4 years. I've made Norwich my home, and I've really enjoyed Norwich and my time here. But it's kind of bittersweet that thinking, oh, it's gonna end soon. I'm sure you feel the same, because you've been in the UK for.
I think people notice that I don't have as much energy today. I'm feeling sentimental lately.
I think that's completely normal. But I'm a bit sentimental about leaving Norwich and leaving a lot of friends behind.
I've been playing like sentimental music in my room for the past like week. And I always act like I'm in the music video, where I look out the window. I'm just like, oh yeah, time has come.
No.
I mean, it's actually interesting, right? Because like, again, it's just you're going to this new place, and I'm going back home. It's kind of weird, isn't it? But
we're going our separate ways. But
just gonna what's that song? See you again, Charlie Puth, and then that scene where they just like fucking split into 2 roads. But no, it's interesting, because talking about traveling, you know, someone told me that travel broadens the mind, and I think I'm really grateful for these 7 years of being in the UK, actually, despite like my views on like what it's like as a place. But being able to travel so far, experiencing new culture, new lifestyle, and just kind of like seeing different ways of thinking of life,
Yeah.
It's just a fresh perspective, and you actually get to go home and be like, well, I've experienced this. I know there's different alternatives rather than this one way of living, if you get what I mean.
Yeah, you grow.
Mm-hmm. And it's just interesting because, like, I don't know, you could introduce like a different style when you live back home rather than what you've grown up with.
Yeah.
It's like if you do start a family of your own, like then you can choose what kind of way you want to raise, in a sense. You get what I mean? I like a lot of the ways where traditionally in Hong Kong it's like built up, but in the same time I feel like some could be changed. So by traveling to different places and experiencing different things, you could take the bits that you think it's appropriate, and then you can introduce it to your own life.
Yeah, no, I think that multiculturalism, or however you call it, is quite kind of shapes who we are as well as people. I mean, we've taken that step to go to a different country. We've lived in a different country for a long while, and then as we go back home, that'll change how we do certain things, just because we've become
so used to
doing it in a certain way. I think all these experiences we learn from, and we just grow with them.
I was thinking another thing as well is like, remember when we talked about like how to show affection, I think last episode. So we were talking about that. See, you hug people here is really normal, but then back in Hong Kong you don't.
Yeah, you said.
And I think I'm gonna miss that the most as well. Like a very underrated thing, but
do you think you could kind of introduce that to your family?
I am not hugging my family. There's still that fucking barrier there.
Really?
It's a weird one because I don't think, like, if I go back and I said, I love you, Mom, and then I hug her, and she'll be like, fuck off, what are you doing? I'm just kidding. But, they'll be like, are you okay?
Okay, yeah, I mean, yeah, I get that.
Have you ever seen Turning Red, the movie?
No.
Great film.
Is it? Okay.
So, for people who don't, have you seen the poster? What it was about? Yeah. So, let me just chew this sausage real quick.
ASMR.
But the movie, I've heard, for Pixar's standard, is not as good as the other Disney movies.
Okay.
Some people, I think I've seen reviews saying it's deemed too mature.
Too mature.
Mm-hmm. Too mature, which is kind of weird.
Yeah, that sounds a bit.
But
as in, it's not enough childlike. Like
I guess
Disney
so. I don't think
usually.
I don't think it was explicit. It's not. There's definitely not explicit. If anything, is. But I think people saying, "Oh, it's too non-fantasy." I guess.
Okay. Too real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And which I think is a good thing, actually, because I watched the film on the plane first time.
Yeah.
I actually cried. This is I think this is the first or second Disney film that actually made me tear up.
Tear up, yeah.
Because I think the target audience was Asian Americans or just Asians in general. But I think one of the reasons why maybe the global critic is not as doesn't like the film that much, it's because they don't relate to it as much.
Okay.
Whereas when I saw that one scene, it kicked me hard.
Okay.
I was watching like another review the other day by like a Korean dude, and he said, yeah, that scene kicked hard. Like a lot of people relate to that instance on their own, right?
Yeah.
So it's interesting.
Yeah.
Why did I talk about Turning Red again?
I don't know.
I don't know. Oh, no. Yeah.
Being sentimental.
No. Because I was talking about like family relations.
Yeah.
And I think that movie kind of illustrates it pretty well. Because I'll just briefly talk about the plot line as well.
Yeah,
it's
sure.
Like, the girl.
No spoilers though.
No, don't worry. The girl called Mei Mei, which is the main character.
Yeah.
Pretty much lives under the mom's roof, obviously, and it basically illustrates how she's not unhappy or anything, but it illustrates her being in a really strict household. The mom has high expectation for the child, which in a lot of Asian family, I find it true, and I definitely see it in myself as well with mine.
Yeah.
So and then at the end, it kind of gone through a set of events, and kind of the girl becomes rebellious, and And I think the mom was obviously being the bad guy in the movie because it's like restricting and controlling. But at the end of the day, there's this one scene where the mom was shown vulnerability.
Okay.
And that's when you understand, oh, well, our parents, they look like monsters. They feel like monsters for doing this to you, but they're just humans at the end of the day. So it's kind of like...
They're trying their best.
Exactly. So you like... During that scene, the mom's vulnerability scene, she was also like kind of like being sad because of her own parents. So the mom's mom, so grandmother, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. So being pressured by the grandmother as well. So it's kind of like not deep dive, but kind of dive into the different perspective and just kind of like, oh, well, this is one thing, but you also got to consider another thing. But it also talks about a bit on how, I guess, Asians can open up a bit in terms of when it comes to affection. Because, I mean, again, to me, it's realistic enough.
Yeah.
But not like to an extreme degree, right? So I think it's a really good film to watch. Do watch it. It's really, really good. And Turning Red, yeah. But I'm not sure for a Western audience whether you're going to
understand or relate.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Yeah, because that's what determines a good film.
I'll give it a watch and I'll come back to you. Yeah, maybe we talk about it on the next episode.
Okay, we'll watch it tonight.
We'll see. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Wow, I love sentimental stuff. This episode.
I think we're dying soon.
No, we're not. We still have like 80 years.
8 years?
80.
Oh, okay.
Not 8. 80.
I'm like, how do you know?
Because the world's ending. No, just kidding.
Oh, God. I can feel it tomorrow.
Oh, no. Please don't say that.
Oh, my God. Actually,
I need to go back to work tomorrow.
I've got an interesting thing.
Yeah.
So for one of my shoots, talking about only having one day to live, I've got a shoot, right?
Yeah.
So I'm doing on a project called about Orientalism, as you know.
Yeah.
I photographed a fortune cookie.
Yeah.
And I'm messing with ambiguity.
Okay.
So fortune cookie, usually you get these crappy like messages like, oh, tomorrow's a better day, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Like something like Lady Luck is on your night. I don't know, tonight.
Yeah.
But basically what I did was I photographed it. I changed the text on it. No, I had a few ways to go. I could go really bizarre or something subtle. And I had two ideas. The first one, saying your luck will run out soon. And then the second one is like, what's the word? I don't remember exactly, but it's something like, oh, live like it's your last. No, live today, because it might be your last day.
It's very depressing.
So it's kind of like a threat, if you get what I mean.
Well, it's a threat, but it's also kind of depressing.
That's what I'm trying to achieve.
Okay. Well, in that case, then...
So I'm making it ironic.
On the spot. Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah.
How many sausage do we have? We're eating sausage for our audio listeners. 4 sausage.
30.
So we ate 26 sausages. God damn.
You ate most of them.
Yeah. Do you not like sausage?
No, I do.
How many sausage can you fit in your mouth?
No, we're not doing that. All right. Shall we take a quick break?
Yes.
And then come back?
I need more water, anyways.
Yeah. All right. We'll take a short break, everyone. See you after the break, and rehydrate. Go to the toilet quickly.
Yeah, let's rehydrate. That's the great word to use.
Rehydrate. Yeah. Use the bathroom. Do whatever you need to do, and see you after the break.
Yep.
Bye. It's nice weather outside.
We need to talk about MRI.
Yeah, I know. Doctors and other stuff here.
I swear, next time I'm gonna have a different fucking outfit.
Yeah, you're wearing the same shit.
I'm buying a different shirt. Hopefully it'll fit.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean my outfit is always different, but
yeah, no, I'm urban friendly, whatever the fuck that means. I'm eco-friendly.
Eco-friendly by wearing the same thing every single fucking
exactly. That's just being efficient.
Do you want to go to a country music gig in summer?
I'm not here summer.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm gone.
Okay, sorry, you're gone.
No, I'm actually gone. When? What
like,
time? When?
June, July.
See, July after I graduate, I'm like
Gone. Yeah.
gone.
I want to say it's in June.
You're gonna have the last sausage.
Okay. Kobe.
Kobe, there's a bin. There's actually a bin.
Yeah.
Wow. So far, hang on.
Kobe.
I doubt it. I doubt I'm gonna make this.
Oh, look, there's a guy.
If I hit the fucking camera. All right, you ready?
For what? Kobe.
Kobe. Oh, I was so close.
So close.
Whatever.
Missed. You shit.
Shut up.
You shit.
Says the shitter one.
I mean, I am shit, but I never claim to be good. So, there we go. Cool. Ready?
Yeah. That was my best Scooby-Doo impression.
Stuff. Scooby-Doo.
Jack.
All right. Let's do number 2. Welcome back. I hope you had a nice break. I hope you had a nice break.
Yes, I did.
Nice. We've rehydrated.
I'm rehydrating.
You're rehydrating as we speak. That's good. We finish our sausages.
So sad.
Another sad.
Everything is coming to an end.
Yeah. Wow. Is it though?
Yes.
Sure.
Yes.
Sure.
Right.
So, you wanna clear up?
Yeah, I'm not leaving in 3 days.
Lol, April Fools.
Yeah, well,
it's April 1st.
Yes,
Happy
it is.
April. Woo.
Time's flying, man.
It's April 1st. Crazy.
I'm not flying in 3 days. I'm flying in 4 days, actually.
No. In how many months? April, May, June,
I'm
July.
flying
4 months.
Yeah, end of July. I'm flying.
So
back.
4 months.
Yeah.
Wow. 4 months. That's not long.
Still, yeah.
There's only a few more podcast episodes left. Yeah, it's been a good run. It will still be a good run.
How's our ratings?
better give us good ratings. Yeah, no, I was gonna ask you something actually about stuff you said in previous podcast episodes. 'Cause you said your girlfriend Elisa is coming in April.
Yeah, and she's gonna be a guest.
Yeah, when do you know when she's coming? Do you guys have you planned that? Because it's April now. Just so you know,
she's coming on the week of 16th.
Oh wow, okay, so that's
Yeah, so in 2 weeks, basically. Yeah.
Nice, cool. Yeah, she'll be a guest on the.
She told you not to
podcast.
cancel.
Oh.
She'll kill you.
I might just cancel that. Sorry, Elise. Be like, hey, Elise, sorry, I'm sick. No. Well, I was sick actually last Friday, so that's why I had to cancel because I was actually like feeling bad and like couldn't move and stuff.
Let Justin give you guys a great recipe to cure a good cold,
which I didn't trust because I don't like one ingredient.
Why do you guys don't like? Okay, so one of the ingredients is Coke.
Yeah.
But why don't
As in
you
the
like...
drink, not the...
Well,
not the
I was talking about...
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Promote drugs.
Drinks.
Just kidding. Don't do drugs. It's not good for you.
Do it quietly. Yeah, anyways.
No, don't do it at all, man.
Sharing is caring. Anyways.
Okay.
Why don't you like the drink Coke then?
It's too sweet, man. It's just so unhealthy for you.
See, it acts as a cleaning agent. You know that.
What do you mean cleaning agent?
I don't know. Like, don't quote me on this. I've seen people wash toilets with Coke, and it works.
Yeah, okay, but washing toilets is different to actually drinking it.
Okay, here's the thing. Let me just give you the recipe: ginger, lemon, Coke.
Yeah,
it's actually quite a popular recipe back at home as well. I boiled it. So before you, there was another friend of mine who got a cold, and I said, okay, let me just make you some Coke. Make you that drink, right? And they were skeptical about it as well.
Just like me.
But they had it. And then I told them, for the next 2 days, you're just going to be like, your body's just going to like get rid of all the mucus and everything out. And they did feel a lot better. So I mean, you were using ginger and lemon, but you weren't exactly boiling it, were you?
Well, it's a tea, yeah. So I
Yeah.
was boiling it
But
in a sense, yeah.
I was like actually boiling it in the
Yeah,
pot.
I did.
Oh, okay, okay,
do
okay.
ginger
Yeah,
lemon
yeah.
in a pot, and then drank that. I made like a big pot in the
Mm.
morning, and then just
See, not only does the Coke one taste good, but it tastes. It actually like it helps, but it tastes good, right?
yeah.
So again, you might be skeptical, but you don't know until you try.
True, fair
And
enough. Yeah,
yeah, I've made that to two different people. They were skeptical as well, but they ended up really liking the drink itself. And it, I think if you boil Coke down, first of all, you don't get that fizziness. First of
Okay,
all,
yeah,
but it's kind of like a sweet lemon tea, I guess. It tastes like tea for some reason, but it's Coke.
yeah. Okay,
But it's really nice. If you have it again, do give it a try and let me
yeah,
know.
I might do. Yeah, I might. We'll see. But yeah, I don't really drink Coke. I don't really drink
Me
any soft
neither.
drinks. I mean, I do occasionally.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Like, if I do it'll be like a Fanta or a Sprite or whatever.
Yeah, fair enough.
But not like Coke.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Another topic I wanted to talk about is I mentioned previously I had an MRI scan come up.
Yep.
And I've now had that. Got the results. Everything's fine. I'm all good.
Oh, unfortunately.
Wow, wow, what a friend. Let's hope he doesn't mean it. No. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I guess I'll just talk through my experience. At first, I was a bit like, okay, where is this place? Because it was a mobile MRI unit, so that means it's just basically a big truck with an MRI machine in.
Sounds sus, but okay.
That is what I first
yeah.
thought. So it was like on an Asda parking lot.
That sounds even susser.
I know. But just imagine like a giant truck, just on one end of a giant Asda parking lot, basically. So I go up, I knock on the door, I'm like, hello, I'm here for my MRI appointment. Very sus. The guys could be like, okay.
Sorry, this is the truck for free candy.
Yeah, but yeah, the guy was like, oh yeah, just wait outside 10 minutes, we have another patient in. And the way it seemed like it wasn't like an actual hospital, right?
Yeah.
This is a mobile unit.
You're in a
Goes
fucking
from, like,
parking lot,
city
yeah.
to city, sets up in a parking lot and just does one scan after the other.
Yeah.
Eventually I get in, and they're like, oh yeah, take off every jewelry, take off everything
Makes
that's
sense,
metal,
yeah.
basically. So, well, I left most things in the car because we were parked right outside it. My parents were here, so they drove me
okay.
there. They kind of waited there for the hour or whatever it was. And then I go into this machine. I thought they were gonna like give me a contrast thing, you know, the thing they put in your veins and stuff. They didn't, so it just ended up being just normal MRI scan, which is fine, which still shows stuff. But yeah, so I go in, I lay down. Again, this is like the first time I've ever done an MRI. I did not really know what to expect and stuff. I wouldn't say I clenched up while being in that, but I did the best to like stay as still as possible because I didn't want to fuck up the scans. I didn't want it to take longer. But yeah, so I go in. Basically, they're like, "Oh yeah, this is how it works and stuff." There were just two technicians, no doctors, that gave you like a direct readout.
Okay.
But I lay down. They like put me in the machine, close the door, say now we're gonna start. And I had two separate MRIs, one of the head and one of like my like soft tissue in the neck and stuff.
Okay.
Because the lipoma I have is in like more the neck region.
How long did it take you then for each scan?
So the head took like maybe 20 minutes.
Fair enough, yeah.
And then the neck, because it's soft tissue, took longer. So that took like 40, 45.
Oof, okay.
So all together was an hour.
Yeah.
Basically an hour and 5 or something. I must say, the first one went faster than I thought. Like I thought, okay, it's gonna be a while.
Yeah.
They basically, actually, back to your point about the music stuff, they didn't even play me any music.
Oh shit, okay.
They gave me earplugs and like headphones.
Okay, but nothing's
they
playing.
didn't play any music.
Sit in silence. Okay.
So I laid there in silence for an hour,
Shit. Okay.
listening to like the banging of the machine and stuff.
That's scary.
It was kind of scary. I'm not claustrophobic, but
yeah.
like it still was a bit like, okay, I wish they kind of played some music.
Yeah,
or whatever.
exactly. Yeah.
They were able to talk to me through it, but the only thing they said in the beginning is like, "Is everything okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure." And then they're like, "Okay, we'll begin now." And then the only other time I talked to them was basically when the first scan was done, and they kind of got me out, gave me a bit of a breather, and then went in for the second scan. Yeah, I fell asleep in the second scan a bit, or like I dozed off. I was like fully sleeping, but I mean, I've heard that
you're not
quite
on Earth.
Common.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
I get what you mean.
I didn't get any medications or anything.
Yeah.
It was just.
Well, I don't blame you lying there without any fucking noise for like a 40-minute,
noise for 40 minutes.
Obviously,
well, the only noise is like the banging, though.
Yeah.
Like that kind of stuff.
I find that quite comforting, actually. Maybe I'm a sociopath or something.
Maybe you are. But yeah, it was a weird experience. And then when it was done and stuff, and I got out, I mean, I didn't have my glasses on, so I was half blind and I couldn't really see. And then I like came out and there were steps, and I'm like, okay, I need to be careful because I'm half blind and I can't, and I don't want to fall down these steps. Generally, I'd say it was a very, very interesting experience. I think interesting is a good word. It wasn't like. I wasn't in pain or anything, of course, because it's not painful.
Yeah.
But it was just weird to like sit there or lie there for an hour just with nothing. And
yeah, I mean, again, like I pretty much done my MRI scan just right after I think 1 or 2 days after.
Yeah.
The podcast with Paulinus and stuff. Paulinus was actually there at the hospital with me. Oh, okay. We went in, and then I did my MRI scan. But see, I was kind of scared because like, oh, make sure you don't have metal in your eye. I'm like, what if I do? It's just gonna fucking pierce through me. That's scary to think about, right? But luckily, I didn't have any. So I went in. I lied down again. I think mine was around 20 to 30 minutes. I did tell you they gave me music. That's fine.
Yeah, you said
But they did ask me like, oh, what music did you want? Who did you want? I said Ed Sheeran, right? Just out of nowhere. And then they only played music for like the last 5 minutes. I'm like, huh?
Wait, they only played music for the last 5 minutes?
No, sorry.
Only Ed Sheeran.
So they were playing orchestra music.
Yeah.
Classical music. But then like in the last 5 minutes, they played Ed Sheeran. I'm like, okay, it's a bit late then.
See, classical music would not calm me down because as a classical musician myself. Yeah. It just more excites me, so it'd be worse because I'd want to move around.
I just treat it again. It's a bit intimidating when you get into the thing. I try to not to move as much as possible. Obviously, they put like a kind of like it's not a mold, but like that stable my shoulder. I was scanning my shoulder, but I sat in there and then I was like, okay, I've got 25 minutes to spare. What should I do? Should I just like pretend? I'm not gonna sleep.
Yeah.
But I was like, okay, let me just think about my project. This is a good time for me to come up with ideas for my project. And I did not come up with any ideas. Because like most of my ideas came from probably like 1 or 2 a.m. before I sleep.
Yeah, okay.
So I tried to imagine myself in that scenario and so I can get ideas, but I couldn't. So I just started thinking about philosophical stuff in life. But I came out and then actually just a couple of days ago, I went to my appointment. Again, I had to wait like 40 minutes just to talk for less than 5 minutes. It's the same doctor.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, yeah, we did the MRI, did the scan, and I wasn't sure the details, but they said the muscles is fine. Yeah. Nothing is torn, so that's good.
That's good, yeah.
But they said that I think the bone thing, because like since I've dislocated it 6 to 7 times, right, the bone kind of... They said something like it's like extra room for wobbliness.
Okay, yeah.
And one part of me is like, yeah, I know. I mean, yeah, it's wobbly. I get that. But at the same time, like, okay, I want to get it fixed, but not to the point where it's surgical fix. And then they appointed me to physiotherapy in May, actually, which I'm going to attend once. But then that's it. Like, obviously, I want to try my best to fix it. It's really inconvenient to have that fear of it doing it. And like every time I thought, okay, well, it's just off. I can pop it back again. But after this time, I'm actually scared now.
Yeah, no, makes sense. I mean, I guess one of the main differences between us and our MR scans is I got all my scan images.
Yeah,
so,
I didn't.
I got them all and I was able to see and look at myself.
Yeah.
It was kind of weird being like, hey, that's me. That's my brain and stuff. Kind of cool.
It's kind of tiny, isn't it?
Because I'm like, oh, no, what are you talking about, man?
Your brain.
Yeah, sure. Compared to your brain? No.
Way tinier, yeah.
Yeah, sure. No, like,
yeah.
It was weird, but also cool to be like, that's actually what
I
my
wish
brain looks like.
I wish they've given me a fucking MP4. Send me the file.
The files are cool to look at, but also kind of weird. I can show you later what it generally looks like.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny. Because you see like everything. You see teeth, you see every muscle, whatever. It kind of reminded me, which I'm such a nerd for saying this.
Yeah.
But so it does it in stacks, right? It takes like slices of your brain or whatever, pictures and slices. And that's kind of how we take pictures on our microscopes.
Yep.
At some points, if something's 3D, we take slices of it. And I kind of had to think of that during my MRI scan, be like, oh, this is cool. This is just like
I am what I'm working on.
Yes, I'm basically, I know what's going on.
I am the cells.
Yeah, pretty much.
POV.
Yeah, so that's kind of what was going through my head at the time. Very very interesting experience. I wouldn't say I definitely want to do it again, just because it's long and whatever.
Yeah,
but it doesn't hurt, which is a good thing, and hopefully, I won't have any injuries where I need that.
No one wants injuries.
No, of course that's horrible.
See, like. I did an X-ray on the day. I think I said this as well on the day that it was dislocated.
Yeah,
and it's so weird to see it because like for the longest time, I've done it. Like it happened so many times. I'm not even sure whether it's actually dislocated or am I just exaggerating it. But them actually showing me the X-ray, I'm like, okay, no, I wasn't wrong. I wasn't being a pussy. Right? It was actually dislocated so many times, which is not good. But it's so weird because like I legit saw my shoulder. That's not what it looks like. It's not what it's supposed to look like. It's crazy how it just slides off, and it's even crazier how I can slide it back on each time. Don't want to do that.
The body is weird, but also fascinating.
Don't want to do that, but it's just it's crazy because talking about dislocation. I'm sure you've heard this as well. Like one of the best prison escapees escaped through a tiny bar in the Japan cell by command. What's the word? On command.
Forcefully.
Dislocating it and then putting it back afterwards.
Yeah. So I mean, I know I've read this and seen this, but not seen it in person, but seen it in shows and whatever. But I know it's a real thing. That when you're wearing handcuffs, you can dislocate your thumbs and then just basically slip out.
That's fucked.
But doing that like with both thumbs forcefully and then slipping out is crazy. I mean, I've never had to do that. I've never been arrested, thank God. You have neither, I hope. But no. But you also said earlier you went to the doctor recently. Or was that?
Well, they legit. They were telling me about the shoulder basically.
Okay.
And they're like, oh yeah, it's wobbly. Yeah, I'm like, thanks, I know that.
I mean, I'm going to see the doctor tomorrow about surgery to get the lipoma removed because it's still like pushing on the muscle pretty much a lot, and so it's just safer to get it removed.
Are you still getting like headaches and stuff?
Yeah, not as intense. So it might also just be that it was partly the stress.
Okay.
But
stress.
I think I'll still be happier with it removed because then I know I don't need to worry, and like a lipoma will still grow, so I don't want it to
get rid
growing.
of it. Yeah, just right away.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the plan. Yeah. No. Anything else you want to talk about? Anything else that comes to mind? We've talked a lot.
I swear I had something in my head that I want. Actually, did I talk about? Did I talk about my group, like my London crit? I think I did, right?
Your what?
I went to London with a bunch of photographers.
No, you didn't. Not on this episode.
Okay, not this episode, but previous. I wasn't sure.
Potentially, just.
So yeah, we went to. So as a year, we went to London,
Mm.
and we were showing our work to like people in the industry.
Yeah, I think you said something about that. Yeah.
What in previous
about like
episode?
networking and stuff in previous
Yeah,
episodes. Yeah.
I lost track of time, genuinely.
Yeah.
Like, it's
I still can't believe it's April.
yeah. You're lying, April.
Hmm?
I don't think you know the reference.
No.
No, there's an anime called Your Lie in April.
Okay. No. I don't know. I haven't really watched anime.
Go watch.
That much.
Go watch.
Maybe potentially. We'll see. I mean,
It's about a lie someone made in April.
Okay.
No, it's a great story. It's a really short one anyway.
Okay. Yeah.
What have anything you've been doing the past week then?
Just the PhD stuff, but I've chatted about that. I've been sick the past few days. That's why we can do Friday. I'm really happy to be like through it and feel better and stuff. Yeah, other than that, not much else going on. I mean, I'm going back to work tomorrow. Gotta grow more cells. Yeah, well, you see, what I'm doing now, project-wise, is going to be easy compared to what I'm doing in my PhD.
That's good.
Because you know how I'm growing my cells for like 10, 11 days now, which I've explained. Well, in my PhD, I'll be growing the organoids for like 150 days or something.
Oh, shit, okay.
So going from 10 to 150 of trying to keep these things alive. Like, it's a skill to keep them alive. I need to learn and shit.
Yeah.
So it's terrifying but cool at the same time. But yeah, so that's really the only latest thing that's happened.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, shall we?
But then, see, the thing is, we're getting back into like, what season is it now?
Spring.
Yeah. So like in previous episodes, right?
Yeah.
The sun goes down by now, pretty much.
Yeah. It's always gotten dark and now it's light outside, which is quite nice.
Yeah, exactly. It's 7, and I'm not used to that yet.
Yeah, well, this is how it's gonna be now. Also, clocks changed. This is why.
Yeah.
So it
tonight? Yes, last
like
night.
It's 6. Yeah. Sunday.
Oh, today is what day? Monday. Damn.
Yeah. So it's an hour later than our bodies are used to.
So now it's supposed to be 6 p.m. basically.
Well, it's 7 p.m. now, but for us it's 6 p.m.
Okay, I get what you mean.
It feels like 6 p.m., but the clocks have changed, so it's 7 p.m.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite crazy.
Why mess with time?
Because time travel exists.
I'm sure time travel exists.
We'll see.
I genuinely think, dude, like if you can make a cell phone, then messing with time is definitely plausible. I think
it's possible in the future, but we don't have the technology yet.
Eventually.
I think a lot of things will eventually become second nature, and we'll be able to just go back in time or go into the future.
Do you want? Sorry, before we finish.
Yeah.
Do you want? Okay, I'm gonna be a weeb again, right? But there's some really like interesting things to think about because I'm sure you've heard of JoJo Bizarre Adventure. If not, you hear me talk about it.
Yeah, I've heard you.
It's one of my favorite shows, but again, I'm not gonna. Well, I might as well just spoil it basically. So, JoJo basically.
If you guys don't want it to be spoiled, then
just fuck off.
skip this part or leave now.
Yeah.
Because Justin's about to spoil it.
Yeah. So there's 8 parts, and not the 9th part in the making.
Okay.
And each JoJo basically, each character has like something called a stand, basically a spiritual power. Let's just say, and each stand has their own kind of technique or power. So, for example, one stand can stop time, one stand can repair something, and it goes really complex basically. Yeah. And there's a general trend that each part's villain gets more and more like complex with their power.
Okay.
And as well as the main protagonist gets more and more complex to overcome the villain. So I'll tell you about parts 3 to 8 basically.
Okay.
So part 3, main villain stops time. That's pretty OP already.
Yeah.
Number like 4th part, this villain can bomb stuff. And it's really interesting because like all the names are revolved around references. So part 4, the stand name is called Killer Queen. So Killer Queen by Queen, obviously. And one of the abilities is called Bites Dust.
Oh.
So really good, like cool reference.
Yeah. Clever.
But you like everything the dude touches a bomb. And if someone tries to find, like if someone finds out their identity, they turn into a bomb and like the dude goes back in time again.
Oh, okay.
And then 5, dude is able to skip time. 6, dude can accelerate time.
Oh, okay.
So you think these are such simple things, but dude literally accelerated time so far to the point where the whole universe, the whole Big Bang happened again in the plot.
But that would be going back.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Because accelerating is going forwards.
Yeah. Well,
but it shows Big Bang going backwards because Big Bang happened at the beginning of the world.
Yeah, but they illustrate it as if like the world disappeared. And then the Big Bang happened, like a second Big Bang happened again into a new alternate world.
Yeah.
So much so. And then number 7
a lot of stuff going on,
is number 7 that gets more interesting. We're getting into the dimensions now.
Okay.
So the main character, like the main antagonist, can swap versions of himself with other dimension people. And then the 8th one is pretty fucked up because it doesn't mess with time, it doesn't mess with anything. It messes with logic.
Okay.
So the ability is if someone has the motive to pursue him, calamity will hit upon them.
Oh, okay.
So but then it's fucked up, right? Imagine you're pursuing a bad guy.
It messes with your head,
Imagine you're just thinking about pursuing a dude and everything in the world that's happening will stop you. Like pure chances, but that's calamity.
Yeah.
But then, the dude, the protagonist, if I'm right, I don't remember. It gets so complicated. The main protagonist has the ability to create these bubbles that does not exist concept-wise or just in the dimension. It just doesn't exist. It's something that defies all logic and just like fucking attacks someone. So it gets to such a big fucking scale that understanding these power and abilities just makes you go like, holy shit, I'm just a mere sand. But I'm sorry if I baffle on too much.
No, it's fine. It sounds very interesting and mind-boggling, which is cool.
Because like one dude can rewrite reality. Like just imagine stopping reality on its own from happening.
Yeah.
And then this other dude
changing fate. Yeah.
Exactly. This dude can and then like on the I think at the absolute highest, you don't even rewrite reality. You rewrite concepts. So like again, like calamity, you can stop that concept from happening.
Yeah.
Like it just goes so far.
Yeah. No, sounds complex. Yeah.
All right, welcome back, viewers. People who skipped on this part.
Well, welcome back to the ending of this episode. No, I think there's a lot of interesting and good things we discussed, and it's been a while. So hopefully we'll get back to like our regular times, weekly times again. It's just been so busy, as I said, for both of us. But no, it was a very good chat today. I quite enjoyed it. Thank you.
Yeah, for sure.
And thanks to all of you viewers and listeners tuning in. Thanks for staying loyal and listening to all our episodes.
So sentimental, huh?
Yeah, today was sentimental.
Oh, look, the sun's gone now.
Yeah, the sun's gone down. It's getting darker. Yeah, well, hope you have a lovely evening, day, whatever.
Yes.
And we'll see you again next week.
We'll see.
You'll hear us again next week. All right.
Happy April Fools.
Happy April and happy April Fools. Yeah. See you.
We're a quarter in the year.
Sorry?
Is it quarter? Yeah, we're 1/4 in the year. We passed 1/3 of the year, sorry.
Yeah.
We've passed 1/3 of the whole year. That's crazy.
Yeah. Just for a little reality check.
Oh my god.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll talk to you soon. See you.
All right. Bye.